Currency devaluation is when the value of a country's currency drops in comparison to other currencies. This can happen for a number of reasons: inflation, trade imbalances, national debt, and more. What it means for a country is that imports become pricier, exports become cheaper, and the domestic economy undergoes significant shifts. We've seen this play out before. Let's turn back the clock to the 1970s, a decade marked by inflation and economic turbulence. During that period, the dollar's value fell considerably, leading to a host of economic problems, including high inflation and unemployment rates, and a slowdown in economic growth. These past experiences serve as stark reminders of the potential consequences of a devaluing currency. Now, let's snap back to the present. The US dollar has been on a downward trajectory for some time now, largely due to a high national debt, low interest rates, and the economic fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, what does this mean for us? A weaker dollar impacts everyone. For you and me, it means that imported goods, think of your favorite electronics, foods, or even cars, could become more expensive. For businesses, it means higher costs, especially for those relying on imported raw materials. And for the government, it means the cost of servicing foreign-held debt could increase, putting additional strain on an already stretched budget. If this continues unchecked, we could be looking at a recession. Remember, a recession isn't a one-off event. It's a significant decline in economic activity that lasts more than a few months. If businesses pull back because of rising costs, and consumers tighten their belts because everyday goods are more expensive, we see a decline in economic activity. Fewer goods are being produced, fewer services are being offered, jobs are being lost, incomes are falling, and spending is dropping. All of these are signs of a potential recession. Now, before you start packing your bags for Canada, it's worth noting that there are forces that can help mitigate these impacts. Government policy, central bank actions, and international trade agreements can play a significant role. A weaker dollar might actually boost exports by making our goods cheaper abroad, which could lead to more manufacturing jobs at home. The Federal Reserve can also adjust monetary policy to help control inflation and stabilize the economy. We've covered a lot of ground today, and it's clear that the state of our economy is complex. A devaluing dollar, while challenging, doesn't spell inevitable doom. It's a wake-up call, a sign that we need to pay attention, to understand these economic dynamics, and to prepare for potential changes. That wraps up our in-depth look at the devaluing dollar and its potential implications for our economy. There's a lot to consider, and the conversation is far from over. We'll continue to follow these economic trends closely here at Economic Pulse. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It helps more people discover these important discussions. Thank you for being part of our community here at Economic Pulse, where we make sense of the economic heartbeat of the world. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.